Greeting YouTube, welcome back to Ghost Gaming 83. It's been a while since I upload new videos, but that will all change pretty soon. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, and for those of you that are returning, good to see you all once again. We have a few awesome gameplays from numerous games for you. Guides and review are included. I will upload a schedule spreadsheet within the community tab so you can follow up on certain games that I will be uploading. New video will be uploaded every week or perhaps 2 or 3 times a week. So without further ado, let's jump into a new city building game that I've been playing. This game is called Townsmen, A Kingdom's Rebuilt. Townsmen, A Kingdom Rebuilt. If you like city building games that are more flexible, play on your own time without the hassle of any competitive play, Townsmen is the game for you. This game reminds me of Anno, Settler Banish, and similar games. It also can be related to older games such as Transport Tycoon and Industry Giant, and so on. Computer requirement to run Townsmen is pretty fair. Minimum requirement include a 2 gigahertz, 2 gig RAM memory, DirectX version 9.0C, and a 500 megabyte available space within your computer. So, without further ado, let's dive into the gameplay and see how this game is going, good or bad, or need some improvement. Now I play this game a little bit, but I'd rather make a video along with the play instead of just playing on my own time. So we have here, as you can see, we have a DLC. I have to say one thing is that the game won't be fun if you do not have all the requirements, such as downloadable content. This content right here, the Seaside Empire, it includes new castles, new buildings, new settings, oceans, and so on. But if you decide to get the DLC, every DLC will have a purchase. So you need to purchase it. It costs about 25 bucks or 20 bucks. But afterward, you don't have to purchase any more download content from this. So let's go to new game. There are 4 categories. If you do not have the DLC, you end up having 3 categories of campaigns that you can select from. I am in the normal campaign, and each campaign has its own map size and difficult setting. For example, the top one is the map size is small, difficult is easy. Second one too, third one map size small, difficult normal, and each of the map has its own environment. For example, these 3 right here looks like a clear day. This map right here, it's snow, so occasionally you get snowed with also snow effects like avalanche and all the stuff like that. So let's go to the Seaside Empire and we will play endless mode. So let's find a huge map or a big map so we can build bigger kingdom, because playing on a small map, I mean, you could do that, but as your kingdom or your empire grows, there will no longer be a space available for it. So we picked this kingdom right here, Kingdom of Frigates. It's a huge map with difficult of normal. Let's click on settings. Name our empire Ghostopia. Okay, on the bottom you could toggle this on and off. Bandit attacks randomly they will have in the game. You're gonna have receive attacks from bandits, and it's your responsibility to create military units to withstand those attacks or counterattack those bandits and destroy those camps. As for disaster, you will randomly get disasters such as lightning, avalanche, plague, fires, droughts, or even animal deaths can occur randomly. Short story: when you trigger a portion of the game that you're playing and you happen to trigger some short story, it will show up on the screen. And of course, castle, you can have standard or military. And the difference between it is that standard does not include military unit upgrade, but military, you can recruit military straight out of your castle. So I will go with military for now, just in case bandits attack. I can convert those civilians into military, and we can counterattack those enemies. Let's start the game. Okay, here we are. Unfortunate. What does it say? Welcome, Governor. I am Queen Finch, ruler of the kingdom. I have asked for your help to bring the truth greatness to this village. The land is rich in resources, so it should be easy for you. Don't disappoint me. Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, my screen is messed up. You're not seeing the icons on the right side, so let me resize the screen a little bit. Still no. There you go. You can see the icon a little bit. Let's move it over a little bit. There you go. Nope, still one more. Does that fit? Just a little bit more. This game. Okay, that works. As you can see, you start off with some basic. You start up with one house, a hunter's cabin, a forester hut. Hunter's cabin are people that basically go out and hunt animals and all stuff like that. And forester huts is when you have people going out chopping trees, collecting woods to build. Now this is a map. Let's browse around the map. Okay, it's a pretty big map. Now this area right here is for the harbor, so ships could come in and bring trade. So, okay, this is the problem right here, is that every time I try to build something, for example this town right here, and these stuffed trees are in the way, it highlights in red. That means you cannot place them onto the ground. And before, I did not know how to get rid of it. It will come back, but I've been browsing around the tool set, and I found this right here on the right, erase mode. So when I click on it, I can simply erase all the stuff that I really don't need. Trees, bush. You could erase building too, but we'll get to it. So what you want to do is that you want to erase all these unwanted trees and bush and all the stuff like that, so to make way for you to build the type of empire, the type of castle that you want. Okay, there you go. Let's get rid of these buildings too, so we're going to have to rebuild everything back. Okay, so when you demolish those buildings, you will have crates like wood and all gold and stuff like that would drop out. You have right now 2 population, and if they don't have any house, they will automatically disappear, but it's okay, we can get them back. So right now let's just focus on removing the plants and the trees and all those irrelevant stuff to make room to build on build our empire within this big, huge map that we are playing right now. You can zoom in and you can zoom out, things like that. Okay, what? Your townies will be happier when you build a marketplace for them. Yes, ma'am, we will get to that. But as for now, what we want to do is clear these areas out. So while I'm clearing out, let's speed up the game process so it will make it quicker. Okay. So right now we clear out majority of the forest and we're just leaving out some trees that can be removed later on if it is an obstacle within our path of building. So let's start building some roads and get some houses up, get some warehouse and all the utilities that we need. Let's start off with roads. Now you can choose dirt road or cement road. It's up to you. Dirt road is a little bit slow, while road is faster for civilians to walk back and forth. But before you build it, make sure that you're not clogging off certain path. Like for example, you want to leave this area a little bit, you know, one tile off because you're going to build walls. And let me go over some of the buildings that requirements or require you to have other buildings complete before you can build it. First, you start off with a basic townhouse. Townhouse will give you 2 population capacity. Then it goes down to city house, which give you 3 population capacity. Medium townhouse will give you 4, and of course, large city house will give you 5 uh, population capacity. For me to get to city house, I need to unlock or build a sawmill first. And for me to get to build a marketplace, it requires also a sawmill. Instead, I mean, if I click on my castle right now and I click on the 3 crates on top, as you can see all the resources that I have, if I run out and I don't have um, a marketplace to buy more resource, or if I don't have population when I'm not building houses, I may not continue to play because it won't let me play because I ran out of resource. So it is important thing to have is either population or marketplace, so you can import the resource or you can buy the resource from the market. So what we want to do right now is we want to build road. So that's what I am going to do right now. I make sure I want to leave a couple of tiles so later on I can build walls. So I'll build right there, straight off, all the way down here. I just build, line them up, and I will start building townhouse so I can get population. Let's do an instant build. Let's get a couple of them. Okay, so now as you can see on top here, we have 3 population. Now, since we have 2 houses, we can start building a forester hut, so we can build a sawmill, and after that we can build marketplace, and we can upgrade our townhouse to city house, a bigger house that is. So let's start off with the road. I want to build forest right here and only focus in this area of the forest. I don't want any population to go out of that areas. So later on, I will build a fence around the forest or a wall around the forest when I unlock the farm. When I build a farm to unlock this fence. So when I get that going, I can basically create a barrier so the population won't farm anything out of that barrier. Right now, let's go back to building infrastructure, build road, and let's have it going right across like this. I will I will build 3 forester hut because I have 3 population right now. There you go. One more. Now 3 forester hut will cost me 3 population. All 3 of them is working, so I'll probably need more. I don't need that many, so I'll close down or put one of the forester hut to sleep, so no one will be working on there. Then what I'm gonna do is I am going to build a sawmill. There you go, and I'll leave one guy working. So right now, since we have not developed any forest in this area for them to cut down, they're going to go out in the wilderness to cut down the trees, like this guy right here. See, he's cutting down the trees, then he's going to bring it back. So let's see what building we unlock. There you go, we unlocked city house. We also unlocked the marketplace. So let's make the marketplace or build the marketplace. There you go. So up here you can purchase whatever materials that you're short. I would suggest plank, because you're gonna need some of those. Stone, a little bit. Since we don't have a clinic yet, we can purchase herbs, because later on you're gonna have to plant herbs, and at this rate I will not get to that point. So I'll purchase herbs, and later on I can build a clinical area to treat disease and all the stuff like that, while I'm building a farm where I can plant herb from. Also, I will need to have some of weapons, armor. For some reason, soldiers like to eat sausage, so I will get some of the sausage and drink beer. So get some brew. Also get some clothes for them because winter is coming pretty soon. Actually, no. Let's see the food. Food is important. Okay, we need food because we're running out of food. Okay, all food. There you go. Beside building the marketplace, I want to make sure that there is a warehouse that I can store my material in. Without the warehouse, I'm just a sitting duck. I'm going to build a warehouse right here. And if you take a look at the marketplace, you see on the corner, right corner, your maximum capacity is 500. And you're occupying 336. But if you build a warehouse, let's see, your maximum capacity went up double, 812. Okay, so right now we're not having we don't have worker to deliver or ship crates, so we are going to build one more townhome right here. This you get two. We will put this guy one. Actually, I'll put two. What your population will need is a well, because that's where they're going to get their water. So you click on the food supplies, click on wells, and let's build them. I can't build it right here. Let's build it right here. Okay. Also, let's build a road or a street. In the neighborhood, you can have street, but in a big intersection, we will keep it to the minimum. We will keep it to a high speed, not a highway, but runway, so people can just walk to certain destination more faster. But in this neighborhood only, we just built a dirt road. So let's build a city house. As you can see, a city house is slightly bigger than the townhouse, and also give you more population. Come on, Lord. The town is not prepared for bandit attack. Parts of the town are not covered by defense. Okay, now the bandit is coming. So what we want to do is we want to build military guard house. It gives you guard tower, but for you to build guard tower, you need to build barrack. And a lot of you playing this game, you're gonna run into problems getting parts in time or material in time to build certain buildings. The way I play is speed run through this area, so it can help you recognize or understand part of the game. So right now I can build guardhouse. Let's build guardhouse right here. So I can put two people in a guardhouse. One person is delivering, like I said, weapon, armor, sausage, and beer to the guardhouse, because the guards just love getting those food. As you can see, the requirement shows up at the guardhouse what they need. And this guy, where is he? He just disappeared, but there he is. As you can see, he's bringing the equipments and all the stuff to the guards. I will need to build another guardhouse, which will be right here. Need to build another house. Another thing I want to remind you guys is that when you're building these stuff, you cannot really see behind this area, so you want to build before you do instant build, because once you do it and building pop-ups, you will not see anything behind it. But let's see, city house. There you go. Also, you want to put a fire watch tower, because along the line your building is going to get old and it will collapse, or there's always going to be fire that occur, so you want to make sure that you protect yourself from those fire. So let's build fire right here. So let's guard tile 1, 2. It's missing beer. The merchant from the market will arrive I think, every 3 minutes. So right now is 1 minute and 44 seconds until the merchant arrive. When you run out of resource, you have to wait until that time comes. When the merchant arrive in your city, so you can access those material. But during the time, 3 minutes can be a long wait if you don't have any material to build on. Right now, if I click on these crates up here, I still have a fair enough materials to run on until the merchant arrive. I'm running low on food, which I need to get. Weapons okay, armor is okay, sausage okay, beer is okay, but I need to build more buildings because I need more worker. Now, when I built the marketplace and the sawmill, it will also activate medium townhouse for me, so I get 4 population from one building. Let's build this down here, and it's a bigger house than the other one. Let's build 2 of them. Build 1 more. We want the maximum population so we can put them to work or to defend our land. There you go. This is an intersection. I will place a cement road for them to get to destination A and B quicker. Or I can just let's do this. Let's be a little bit creative. Okay, there you go. Okay, we can upgrade this military block, and it will cost you, I think, 10 plank, 40 stone, 15 tools, 5 prestige, 1800 gold. Once you upgrade it, you will be able to access more delivery personnel, so it can deliver more materials to the towers. Also, if you click on your castle, you can recruit more unit right here, just in case when bandit comes and that attacks your city. You have armies that you can recruit to defend off those bandits. There you go. This is a quest. So you build guard towers, construct. It's supposed to be 1. Now I constructed 2, so my reward is 8 prestige and 40 XP. I'm gonna claim that. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay. I can build a city wall, but okay, let's do this. Okay, as you can see, the merchant came, and I will get some more bread, get some more food. I meant food. Get some more fish because I'm running out of food. Meat. Also stone. I don't have any stone, so I can't upgrade or do anything else. A little bit brew. Let's see what else. Okay, 25. Let's get some more. Alright. Now we're going to start building a wall right here and then a forest. Let's see, I will build some more forester hut. Let's say 4. But I will only have 2 working, so I'm not gonna get that. And let's build one more sawmill. Later on we are going to need those plank. I'm not going to let anyone work there. So now we can start building walls. I don't have fences yet, so I will build walls for now. Okay. It doesn't have to be big because the forest can only be like just a little block. Doesn't have to be too wide. There you go. Put it right here. And let's put the walls down right here. Oops. You can always erase that. If you make mistake, you can always erase it. Okay, let's put it right here. Let's put this down here. Okay, there you go. Let's erase this. Now we can place wood. Not wood, but forest. You can build single tree, or you can build a bunch of more than one tree. So let's place this down right here. Now there's plenty of trees for them to cut down, so they don't have to go anywhere else. Okay. If you want to build more forester hut, you can also eliminate some of these trees and put in some more forester hut. But as of right now, I will just randomly place these forests within these boundaries. There you go. So they don't have to go outside and chop trees outside there. They can have their own forest within the kingdom. Let's check our happiness. So the needs water 75%. The thing about water is that if you click on building, you click on the bread icon and well, 27 capacity. That means 27 people within your village can use that well. If it exceed more than 27, then you're going to have to build a second well to accommodate those people. So now you have 11 population or citizen doing nothing. Let's put down some fisherman's hut, so at least you get some fishes coming in and you don't have to go hungry. There you go. One right there. Let's build one right here. So now you have two fisherman's hut. Also, what you want to do is that you don't want to build a city that is just plain, but you want to mix match certain things like farm or windmill and things like that within your city to make it look more exciting. You don't want just a plain city because it looks pretty much fake out, or you've already planned ahead, and you want it a little bit natural environment instead of just plain buildings. So right here I have house, I have a market. Now I'm going to build a farm because I want a steady income of wheat and food, so I don't have to I don't have to go and buy it from the merchants. I can just make my own. So I will put a farm down here. Okay. After I put a farm down there, what I can do is that the farm will activate my fences, so I can build or decorate my fence the way I want it to. Let's see. One right here. See if I can build all these. Oops. Sometimes it does place them out of line, but you can always fix it later. Let's see. Let's do a couple more. Okay. And over here. And over here. There you go. Now I am going to put down some wheat field. Okay. Don't worry, the wheat will grow very fast. So one person working on this farm is not going to get him a finish in time. So I will put two, upgrade this building. And how many? 3. Okay. I can have 3-person working on the farm to get things done in time. Let's erase this extra fence. Let's build the street along the farm so you can put in like wheat and all the stuff like that. There you go. Now we're going to build a windmill. Windmill is there to grind those wheat out to make flours. We're gonna need more farm, but at the moment let's just quit this. Okay, I'm running low on supply. Running low on stone, so I will wait to see if that Oh, she's still here. Great, she's still here. Oh, she just came. So I will purchase more stone because I'm running out. Let's see, food. Okay, I'll purchase some more bread. I'll make them more soon. Meat. Some more herbs. I think 22 is not enough. Once the city grow. Already we have 10 wheat. 7 flowers or more coming. Weapons, we're running low on weapons because we have more army. I will boost that up a little bit. Armors as well. And then I know I will need to boot some crazy reason. I don't know why. Soldier likes sausage and beer. It's just weird. Okay, let's max this out. There you go. So there you go, guys. We have started a small village with its own forest center, one farm, one windmill, marketplace, a warehouse. We can actually upgrade this warehouse one more time, I think. Yep. So right now, if I click on these crate, the crate icon, or just hover over it, it is 813 capacity, but you're using 346 right now. But if you upgrade this warehouse one more time, let me see, it will add 313 more capacity towards your storage. See, right now you have 1125. Okay, let's wrap this up, guys, and we will come back to this game. Check it out in the next episode. Remember to subscribe, like, and turn on your notification. And I'll see you on episode 2 of Townsmen, a Kingdom Rebuilt. Comment below and let me know what you see is what you like or you don't like. Just let me know and I'll reply to your comment as soon as I can. Peace out, guys, and happy gaming, and I will see you towards the new episode. Bye.